Hi guys, my name is Wendy Tumai and today I'm going to explain type 2 of conditional truth examples and practical games. This will allow you how to learn easily to put into practice in your daily life to improve your English. Let's start. Now I will show you the content that is based on this first structure, affirmative, negative, and interrogative of the two conditional. Two examples. Three is used for practical exercises. Five important information, and finally six practical game. Well, the first thing we should understand is what does this refer to? Okay, it's used to refer to a hypothetical or unlikely condition and its probable outcome. The sentence do not allude to a real situation. In type to conditional sentence, the time frame is now, or any time in the situation is hypothetical. Okay, now the affirmative structure and some examples. This is made out of if, past simple, in other hand, good, infinitive verb. Here example. First, if I won the lottery, I would travel around Europe. 2. If I saw two of walls, I would check out my neighbor's decoration. And finally, if I got a promotion, I would have a bigger office. So it also has a negative structure. It's normally used with the did auxiliary and not can be used in the first and second sentence. This is made out of if, the now, past simple, another verb would, not infinitive verb. Example. If I didn't know story hard, I would know past my exam. 2. I would know it that if I were you. In this case, it's worth clarifying that where you use irregular of the pronoun. Since distance also serves to guide a bite to another person about a situation. That is to say what I would do if I were the other person. And finally, other example is if I did not eat meat, I would now gain 5 kilos in a day. And finally, we find the interrogative structure. This is made up of if, past simple, other verb good, infinitive, verb, and question mark. Here examples. If I invited you to a party, would you come? Or what would you do if you were in my position? It should be noted that you can use WH words and change the position of the if. And finally, other example, if. Yes, if John asked you on a date, would you go? Okay, now we will know it's used to have greater clarity to apply it in certain situations. Use. What you have to be very clear about when we talk about using the second conditional in English is that it refers to hypothetical and unlikely situations. Unlike the first conditional, where the degree of probability is greater. Here we are entering last possible territory. A very common mistake when making the second conditional is meeting it with the first conditional. For example, it would be incorrect to say, if I am rich, I would. Now, we are using present simple in the first sentence and would in the second. Sometimes that should now be done. The correct thing would be, if I were rich, I would. As you can see, in order to do the second conditional, you have to know some things before. Um, First, You must have learned the past simple well, but for regular and irregular verbs. On the other hand, you have to know how to put any verb in the infinitive. In this way, we are going to review what we learned with this particular exercise. We must complete what is missing from the sentence. Choose the correct action. Okay, let's go. First, if I live in my hometown, what is correct? Perfect. Option A. I would spend more time with my family. Very good. Now, the second sentence. If I were you, what is correct? A, B, or C? Correct is C. I would now go to dinner. Very good. Excellent. Finally, your sentence. If you had to hand in your notice, what is correct? A, B, or C? Good. The correct option is B. When would you tell your boss if you had to hand in your notice? Congratulations! Okay, now we continue with the important information. The second conditional is a very necessary aspect in English, so it is mandatory to learn how to use it. And if you still can't understand it very well, don't worry, you should practice and study a lot if friction and the conjugation of the verb according to the indicator tense, which is why I will have a practical game for you that turns what you have learned. And finally, to practice your understanding of the topic, I will give way to a practical game so that you can demonstrate your mastery, your battery, and have a lot of fun. This game is based on six questions where you will find affirmative, negative, and interrogative sentence, where you must complete the missing part of the sentence with the option that you think it's correct. And finally, if you wish, you take a screenshot and publish it below my forum. Here will the QR code so you can enter from your cell phone. Enter the code if you ask you. Or you also have the option of entering through the link. I wish you luck and have fun. Thank you very much for listening. Bye bye.